I gotta go see what they're barking at. It sounds just like yesterday when they were barking at that little owl. I wouldn't think the little owl would come back up next to the fence like that, because I think it scared the crap out of it yesterday. Hey guys, what are you barking at? What are you barking at, huh? Where's Oakley? Where's Oakley? What are you guys barking at, huh? Hi Scott. Hey Ron. Well, what's she barking at? Let's go see what Oakley's barking at. Oakley, is that owl back? She's barking right where that owl was. It's right down where that owl was yesterday. I gotta see what's up down here. Oakley, Oakley, Oakley. Oakley, what are you being so, ouch, so noisy about? There's some prickers back here. I just found one in my leg. Oh, yep, the owl's back. Look at that. The owl's back. Huh, how about that? That's right where it was yesterday. I wonder what it's doing here. Hi there, buddy. Hi there. I don't get too close. Your mama might be nearby and she might get mad at me. Oops, yeah, she might get mad at me. What are you doing there, huh? How are you? Did you fly today? Huh? Oops, did you fly today? I saw you walking up that tree yesterday. I hear you snapping your beak at me. Is Mom up in the trees watching us, huh? Yeah. Well, it's nice to know that this is your home. It's nice to know that this is your home, buddy. Yeah, I bet Mama's up in the tree watching us somewhere, isn't she? I bet she is. You have some pretty cool eyes. Yeah, you got some pretty cool eyes. Well, I think I'm gonna let you go. Prickers in my leg though. Sorry guys, I'm not paying attention when I'm filming here. That's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just looking. I hear you, Mama. Where you at, Mama? I hear you. I'm not gonna hurt. I'll leave him alone. Okay, you have a good rest there. I'll leave you alone. I heard Mama when I took a couple steps towards you. She was giving me a warning, so I'm gonna leave. Okay? All right. You be good, okay? We'll see you tomorrow, maybe. You gonna come visit us tomorrow? Okay. Okay. Wonder where Mama's at. I heard her up there. Okay, guys. They say we get that thing out of the way, get the grapple on there, and go get a bigger log. Oops, that's not quite done. Okay, got to rattle it around a little bit. That's better. Yeah. What was happening last time? See where the orange tractor meets the yellow? No, you can't see it. Sorry. Anyway, they were locked in at the top, but the bottom wasn't coming all the way together, so it makes the handles not want to lock in. Sometimes you got to readjust just a little bit, get them lock in. There's that one. There's that one. Okay, they're on. Now, see which one we want. We want to get two pieces that are 2 1/4 by, I think, 4 1/2 by 96. And I got some other pieces I might be able to get out of part of it too. But since those are the main ones, I ought to try to get one of the skinnier logs to get them out of. Yeah, 2 pieces. 2 1/4, I'm sorry, 2 1/4 by 3 1/2 by 8 foot long. I think I'll take that one right there to get them out of. Skinnier one. That'll allow me a little more width out of those other logs to get some other stuff that's a little wider. That's going to be iffy even then. He's got some 14-inch wide boards, and it's going to be hard to get them out of this stuff, but we shall see. We shall see. So, got to get that one. That basically the middle one there. When you can see the end of there, that's only about 3 foot long. That's up on top. Short logs like that are really hard for me to cut. I have a big mill, and I put two extra log dogs on there. I got 2 here and 2 here, but they're about 6 foot apart here, 6 foot apart here, and probably 8 foot in between. I should have put 2 of them about 3 foot apart for short logs, and I didn't do that. I may end up doing a little major surgery on my sawmill someday and cutting one of the log dogs off and rearranging it, put it somewhere else, but don't have time to mess with that right now. Now I'm hitting this other. Let me do this. Let me pull this one back out of the way a little bit. There. Ah. Okay, a little too far. There we go. back in there a little farther. There. Okay guys, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to cut a little bit of this bell off the end of here, and then I need some 8-foot long pieces, so I'll cut me a hunk that's maybe about 8.5 feet long, and that'll leave me a little over, I have to have at least 6 feet to get 2 of the log dogs holding it. Makes it much easier to cut. If I get less than that, it gets hard to clamp. You can do it, but you got to go through a whole rigmarole. It's a lot easier if you have at least 6 feet long to cut. So I'll cut some of this bell off the end, get my 8-foot piece, 8.5-foot piece, and then the other piece I'll use for some other pieces that I need to cut out that really only need to be about 30 inches long, but it's be much easier to cut them if I cut them 6 feet or longer. So we'll do that. I think I'll go grab the saw. Chain's a little bit loose. It'll be all right for this one cut. Okay, I'll get my 8.5 feet, and that'll leave me about 7 feet left. There's a piece of bark on the ground right where my 8.5 foot is, so that's how I know where to cut. Well, I just spooked Mama Robin off the nest again. Let's just take a quick little peek and see what they look like now. Looks like they're getting bigger. From down here, I can see them sticking up. I'll just take a quick peek and then I'll get out of here so I don't scare her off. Oh, yeah. Yep, they're getting bigger. Mom will be right back, guys. Kind of cold today. She needs to come back, but I got to cut a couple boards. I'm sorry, but I got to do it. Tina and Brian are waiting to get their stuff into the kiln. The guy with the kiln don't want to wait too long. So she'll come back and just as soon as I shut the motor off. Hey guys, I just went around and tightened this clamp first and then tightened this clamp. And I saw something and I'm really glad I noticed it. Let me show you what I found. Okay, this end here, when I came over here and tightened the clamp up over here, I don't know if you can see that right there, right in that little knot there. That is a big old nail. It goes in on a slant kinda, like this kinda, but I'm gonna be cutting right there on that top line, and I'm pretty sure I would have been hitting metal. So I've got to dig that out of there. before I do any cutting and hope that there isn't any more in there. Good way to ruin a expensive blade. Okay guys, I think I came up with a way that'll make it a little bit easier to dig it out. Oh, I should have got a bigger hammer. Yeah, I need me a bigger hammer to get into that. Be right back. Unless maybe I can. Yeah, got to get something else to dig it out with a little bit. Now, get something with a little bit of leverage here. If I can get down in there good enough. Wow. It's been in there a long time. It's big and rusty. Wow. Oh, that sucker is really in there. Better unclamp my other log clamp. Man, oh man, is that thing in there. Maybe if I take a little bit of that off, it'll let me push that way more instead of lifting so much more. She's really in there. And to think, I was going to try to pull it out with this thing. 3 foot long crowbar here and it don't want to come out. Oh, that's going to give me a sore back. Just went to the chiropractor yesterday too. Huh. Okay. Well, and I bet you they need pieces that are 96 inches long, and I bet you I got 96 to about here. So can't cut it off. Let me check here. $96. Ooh, 96 is right there is 96. Look at that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut that thing off right there, but my chainsaw is going to be real close to that. So I think I'm going to go like this. And I'll cut it up fairly close to that, chop it off, and I like to try to leave more extra. You know, if they want something 96 inches long, I try to give them something 98 inches long, something like that. Because once it's milled, they've got room to trim things down where they want to. But in this case, ain't gonna happen. Okay, chainsaw time again. Forgot I had to shim it up. I had to bring this end up almost an inch to get the piths about the same height, so I'm gonna have to move my log this way a little. Yeah, I've got room to come a little bit, or I'm just gonna have to come a lot. At that end, cantilever out past the last brace down there. Yeah, that's when it's handy to have straps on tractor and everything. Maybe I can just scooch it this way. I gotta come a little bit more, wee bit more. See if we're up on our shim underneath there now. Yes, we are. We're on our shim. We should be good to go. Actually, maybe I can just there's our nail there. Oh. Okay, maybe we can finally get to firing up the sawmill, you know? About darn time, huh? Don't know if you guys have heard me explain this before, but this block here wants to be parallel with this face here. This face wants to be parallel with these when the band's tight. Or if you're going to have the guide way back, cut something really wide where you need a little extra stability, you can tighten it a little bit more than that. But you'll see, as I start bringing this up, what it does, it compresses this spring here and puts more tension on the blade. So that's about flush. I'm going to take just a whisker more. There. Get my two drippers turned on here. One right there. One right there. And I'm set at 8 1/8 on the scale there, far left, which is just a standard 1-inch scale. Doesn't take into consideration any curve or anything on that left-hand side. So
have steel. Hit one nail. I have steel. Hit one nail.
Well, guys, I don't know if you heard that or not, but I did. It's a brand new blade. Pulled that nail out of the way, and I heard 3 or 4 when I was going down through there. I think I found more nails. Oh, I shouldn't cut trees that were in somebody's yard, I guess. Oh, gosh. That stinks. Let's see what we see in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Boy, oh, boy. You guys see this. Wait till you see this. That blade can't be used anymore until it's sharpened, if it's in good enough shape to sharpen still. Check this out here. Look at this. Here's where I pulled the one out. There's another one right there, right shortly after I started. And then I've got one here, 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 here. Nails. Nails, nails, nails. Oh gosh, that's why this cut is so ripply, because, oh, you know where I pulled that first nail out? There's another one right next to it too. Where I got that first one out, there's one right next to it. So, yeah, the one I cut out was right here. There's another one right next to it there. So I hit a nail right there at the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nails. And let's see. Don't see any up here, but yeah, 7 nails. So that new blade needs to go in the, needs to be sharpened pile or in the scrap pile. Wow, yeah, they are. The teeth are, look at that. I don't know if you can see that tooth right there. It's, the tip's gone right off of that one. Man, oh man. Oh, that stinks. Okay, well, that just leaves me frustrated. I don't think I'm going to cut anymore today. I need to go cool off a little bit, I think. I know there's days like that, but they're frustrating. I should, and you know what? I have a wand to check for nails, and I didn't do it. I used to do that all the time, and I've kind of been getting away from it unless I really suspect something having metal in it. And I haven't done anything out of anybody's yard lately, so I've kind of just not even thought about it. I should have checked it. I did not. Oh, yeah, that's just not good. So that whole log needs to go in the firewood pile or something.